What up YouTubers, Mr.NWP here. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe now so you don't miss out on any new content. In this video today, it's going to be 100% original content, no intro, no music. Here we go.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, our home, sweet home. May it be so. God bless America. We're going to have a little bit of a rally and a little bit of a vigil. My cohort in this endeavor tonight is your late Worth City Commissioner Andy Amoroso. I want to bring him up here now. Good evening. I tend to cry at things like this, so bear with me. First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. Unfortunately, we have to be here tonight. And I struggled with my words when I was putting my words together, and I was angry, I was loving, I was all over the board. So one thing looking out over this crowd, the one thing that I see is love. And we need more love and less hate. And I use the word hate because it's not about race, it's not about religion, it's not about whether you're gay or straight. It's about the hate that happened in Orlando. It's about the hate that continues to happen all over the United States, in our schools, in our retail outlets, and it's just not acceptable. So I want to start the rally off with a little chant. Please join me. More love, less hate. Let's hear it. More love, less hate. More love, less hate. More love, less hate. Thank you. At this time, I want to bring to the stage our mayor, Pam Triolo.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming. Tonight I want to talk with you about courage and the true strength and will of the American spirit. It is alive and well tonight, right here in our precious city of Lake Worth, despite the cowardly acts of one. Growing up, I always valued the advice of my parents, and one lesson in particular that stayed with me throughout my life. It's not what happens to you in life, it's how you respond to it. And I have heard many opinions about the tragedy in Orlando since the news was broken. Many of them bearing religious tones, others about sexuality, and yet even more with political ties. All of which trying to seek an answer, a boogeyman, a reason for this atrocity. In the history of time, there has always been evil and good. There has always been wrong and right, and there has always been hate and love. These emotions and subsequent actions have been carried out by people of all shapes and sizes, colors, religious beliefs, and sexual identities. Ironically, it does not discriminate. But we can not discriminate. If history has taught us anything, it's that the power of love overcomes everything. In the immortal words of Martin Luther King Jr., darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate can't drive out hate, only love can do that. And another less popular quote rings true. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. This is time for us to come together and show our support for our fellow citizens, to pray for the families that have lost a loved one, to pray for the speedy recovery of all of those who are injured. This tragedy exposes the fragility of life. We must never forget to love each other and to extend a helping hand to every person that crosses our path each and every day. Here in our beautiful LGBTQ-friendly city, we don't always agree, but we always respect one another's right to be everything and anything that they truly feel. We don't let fear guide our actions. We have courage in the face of adversity and stand united in love in the face of hate. We, here in the city of Lake Worth, are a perfect depiction of the true tapestry of people and beliefs that make up America today. God bless you all, and God bless America.
And yet look around you at this jam-packed public square one day after a horrible massacre. This community is as loud and proud and as fearless as ever. The greatest way to honor the memory of the 49 innocents who were lost yesterday, the greatest way to honor their memory is to live our lives the way we have always lived it. It's to live our lives the way they live their lives. Happy and proud and free. Because the terrorists are different. The terrorists, they're motivated by fear and by hate and loathing. They are cowards who have to hide behind an automatic weapon to get their point across. But we have learned today and always that love always conquers hate. And this world has learned that an attack upon the city of Orlando is an attack upon the entire United States of America, and an attack upon the LGBT community is an attack upon us all. So God bless the families of the victims of yesterday's massacre, and may the survivors, those who are fighting for their lives as we speak, may they be heartened, may they be lifted up by the power, the energy, and the love that's here today in the city of Lake Worth. Thank you all very much.
I'm so very proud of my city and my county tonight. I get the honor of going to Tallahassee and serving with people all over the state. And I try to tell them how special my city is and how special my county is. And I'm not sure they always get it, but if they were able to stand here tonight and see this, I think they'd understand. I had the opportunity earlier today to talk with a colleague of mine, Darren Soto, who represents Orlando. And I was on the phone with him for 15 or 20 minutes just talking about what's happening there. And obviously there's a lot of shock, a lot of questions, but there's a lot of this as well. There's a lot of people gathering together to understand, to try to understand not only what happened, but why it happened. And I think what Senator Soto had to say to me was that we may never know the answer why. And we may struggle to try to understand the person who committed these terrible crimes, but what we should really be doing, and what he hopes that we're doing, is remembering the 49 people. The 49 people who lost their lives. And for those of you in the back who maybe haven't had a chance yet to make your way up front, there's a table right here with pictures. And it's enough to make your heart break all over again. But if you get an opportunity before you leave tonight, if you can make your way up to this table and do your best to not remember the person who committed these terrible hate crimes, and they are hate crimes, but remember those people whose pictures are represented right there on the table and the lives that they left. And just do your best to try to live your life to its fullest. Go home tonight, hug the people that you love, call your parents or your grandparents and tell them you love them. And as Darren Soto said to me earlier today, he's very thankful for all the outpouring of support from across the state. But he said he's going to go home tonight and spend time with his wife. And I would just urge all of you to do the same. Spend time with your family. Tell them how much you love them. Life is fleeting. The best way to make sure that this hateful, hateful person who committed these terrible crimes, that his actions don't win, that his actions don't take over our country, that his actions don't represent something, is to remember the people who lost their lives. I just want to thank you.
I did NICE. I did domestic partnerships. I did sexual orientation without gender identity. I did all that crap. I'm done. This is simple. The people who have been enduring this for decades, who are seniors, who may never realize what we actually have today, the people who are my age, middle-aged, will try to keep being peaceful and politically correct. But the kids that are going to remember what happened today, a good friend, not just a good friend, a noble friend. Her name is Elaine Noble. The first openly gay elected official in the United States of America said to me, yeah, do it again. Elaine Noble. Thank you. I asked her what her moment was 3 weeks ago. When was your moment? When did it all change for you? And she told me a story that I didn't know. I'm embarrassed. After 20 years of being at Compass, I'm embarrassed. But in New Orleans, 43 years ago, men were locked in a gay bar, and somebody set that bar on fire. And the only images that we have are the people struggling to get out through barred windows.